Ready to jump into the world of pharmaceutical quality specialists?
Let's do it.
We're breaking down not just what this job is really all about, but how to totally rock that interview.
We've got a killer career guide and a whole bunch of those interview questions you might get asked. It's like a cheat sheet for your career.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Because this guide's got me thinking. It's way more than just, like, checking pills, right? You're in it from those early trials to when it actually hits the shelves.
You got it. It's about making sure everything's top-notch at every single stage. We're talking about serious regulations, really being on point with the details,
Yeah.
and being able to talk about all of it with everyone's scientists, the big bosses, even the FDA.
Sounds like a pretty big deal.
Oh, it is. You're like the quality guardian of a medicine's whole journey, from the ingredients to when it's all packaged up.
Okay, so let's dive into some of those interview questions. The first one seems kind of basic. How did you become interested in the pharmaceutical industry? Is there like a secret to nailing this one?
Totally. It's more than just saying, oh, I like science. Think about it. This is your chance to show them why you're passionate about this and why it matters to them.
Okay.
Was there a certain project you worked on? Or did you see how important this is firsthand? Or maybe you're just really into how medicines are made.
Right.
Find that thing that clicks for you and make it clear to them.
So like, if someone's family member got better because of a certain medication, they could share that to show why it matters to them personally.
Exactly, but keep it short and sweet. Instead of telling the whole story, they could say something like, seeing how much name of the medicine helped someone in my family made me realize how important it is to make sure all medications are made with that same level of care and attention to detail.
I like that. It's like connecting the dots between their own story and why they want to make sure all medicines are top-notch. Okay, next question. How do you stay up to date with industry regulations and guidelines?
They want to know you're ahead of the game, not playing catch-up.
Yeah, things change so fast.
All the time. Regulations are always evolving.
So how do you prove you're on top of it all?
Tell them what you read. Industry journals. Are you part of any professional groups? Maybe you go to webinars or get updates straight to your inbox. All those things show you're in the loop and constantly learning.
So it's not just knowing the rules, it's showing them you're actively searching them out. Okay, here's a big one. How do you ensure that pharmaceutical products meet quality standards throughout the manufacturing process?
That one's huge EE. They're figuring out if you really get the whole quality control system. Think back to what you've done. What specific stuff have you used to make sure things are good?
Right. It's all about proving yourself, not just talking about it.
You got it. Don't just say, I pay attention to detail. Instead, talk about that time you came up with a new system that made things even better.
Exactly. Which reminds me, RoleCatcher can be a game changer here, right?
Oh, for sure.
So how does RoleCatcher actually help with this?
It's like magic almost. It looks at the job description and uses AI to figure out what skills they want. Then it gives you feedback on your resume, even your answers to interview questions.
So it's like having your own career coach right in your pocket. That's amazing. Okay, on to question number 4.
It can help you make sure you're really showing them what they're looking for.
Makes sense. Okay, question number 4. Can you describe your experience with root cause analysis? Sounds kind of intense.
A little bit, yeah. It's about going beyond just seeing a problem. You got to figure out where it all started. They want to know you can handle that.
Like being a detective.
Kind of. Tell them about a time you nailed it with root cause analysis. What methods did you use? What happened because of it?
Showing them you can fix the problem, not just find it. All right, next one. How do you ensure that documentation and records are accurate and complete? This one seems easy to overlook, but still super important.
Oh, it's crucial. In this industry, you absolutely have to have perfect records.
So everything can be traced back.
Yep. And it keeps everyone accountable. Most importantly, it's about keeping patients safe.
Gotcha. So how do you answer this one without just stating the obvious?
Talk about the systems you use. Do you double-check everything? Have you ever used any electronic systems for managing documents?
To make things even more accurate.
Exactly. Prove to them that accuracy is, like, your #1 priority.
Right. And it's not just about being super organized yourself, but making sure the whole system is set up for success.
You got it. Like, those standard operating procedures, SOPs, those are key.
They make sure everything's consistent, yeah.
Absolutely. Clear, well-documented procedures mean fewer errors. And that's the name of the game here. It's not enough to just do things right. You have to be able to prove it every step of the way.
Makes total sense. Okay, question 6. How do you ensure that pharmaceutical products are safe and effective for patients? This one feels like the heart and soul of the job.
Absolutely. It's not just about knowing the technical stuff, it's about understanding the weight of this responsibility. What you do impacts real people's lives.
So how do you show them you get that?
This is your chance to talk about what you do at every stage to minimize risks. Risk assessments, corrective actions. Share a story where your carefulness made a real difference for patient safety.
Showing you're not just following rules, but you're truly invested in making sure the medicine is safe. Okay, question 7. Can you describe your experience with validation processes?
Now we're getting technical. They want to know you understand the testing and documentation that proves everything's working like it should.
So more than just saying, yeah, I've done that.
Way more. Talk about specific validation methods, things like IQ, OQ, PQ. What do they actually mean? Have you written protocols, done the testing, looked at the results? Let them know you've got the hands-on experience.
I bet RoleCatcher can help people shine with this one too.
100%. It can see what kind of validation stuff they're looking for in the job description and help you tailor your resume and answers to match.
So smart. Okay, on to question 8. How do you handle non-conforming products or processes?
This one's all about how you deal with pressure, because guess what?
Things go wrong.
They always do. They want to know you can handle it when they do.
So what are they hoping to hear?
They want to see you've got a plan. First, can you spot the problem and contain it so it doesn't get worse? Then show them you can analyze. How would you figure out the root cause?
Like that detective work we were talking about.
Exactly. And don't forget the solution, that what would you do to fix it and make sure it doesn't happen again?
So you've got to show them you can handle a crisis, think on your feet, and get things back on track. Okay, last interview question. Ready?
Hit me with it.
How do you ensure that suppliers meet quality standards? This one's huge, right? It's like bigger than just your company.
It's a team effort for sure. They want to know you'll hold everyone to the same high standards, even if they're not in-house.
Right. So it's more than just taking their word for it. How do you show them you've got that proactive mindset?
Tell them about your experience with supplier qualification programs. Ever done a supplier audit? Or been part of one? What do you look at when you're checking out a new supplier's quality system? Oh, and this is where certifications like GMP can really boost your credibility.
It's like you're all speaking the same language, right?
Yeah.
Working from the same playbook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate the power of actually having a good relationship with your suppliers. It's not just about audits and inspections. It's about creating a culture of quality together.
Makes sense. It's a
Yeah.
partnership, not a battle. Wow, we've covered a ton today. We dug into what it really means to be a pharmaceutical quality specialist, tackled 9 tough interview questions,
Yo, easy ones there.
and even got some insider tips from RoleCatcher on how to use AI to tailor your approach.
It's like having a secret weapon.
Before we wrap up, any last words of wisdom for our listeners as they get ready for those interviews?
Remember, the more you prepare, the more confident you'll feel. Think about your experiences, how they connect to the job, and practice explaining your skills and what gets you excited about this field. Make it clear and concise.
And don't forget all those resources we talked about. Industry publications, professional groups.
Oh, and RoleCatcher, of course.
Exactly. That can give you a real edge.
Totally. Most importantly, believe in yourself and your passion for pharmaceutical quality. You've got this.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into becoming a pharmaceutical quality specialist. We hope you're feeling prepared, empowered, and ready to nail those interviews. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep into the knowledge that excites you.